when I stopped eating sugar, one of my friends said, "Wait a minute, you eat your oatmeal without sugar?" And I'm like, yeah, hard for me to believe too, because boy, I was a spooning the sugar in person. It is the end of a very long day. You know, there's something pretty wonderful about homesteading. There's always something to do. So today, I worked and worked and worked and worked, and I'd have to come in and rest and work some more and come in some more. I want to show you something pretty spectacular right here. You see our rhododendron in full bloom right there? So pretty. So just showered, cleaned up, because boy was I not. We went through a stage where we didn't have our push mower, our riding mower, or our weed eater. None of them. Something was wrong with every single one of them. Well, today every single one of them was working, and so we worked very, very hard on our grass to get it mowed, to get it pretty. This is proof that we ran out of gas. It's just sitting there waiting with part of it done. But we did all the way around in the back. And because it was so thick, I did with the push mower. And so I'd go up and back and have to empty the grass out. We put the grass into the old coop that the Delawares used to be in. And they are not in there right now, and so we're like, well, what better place than to just make a great big compost pile? And so it is a lot of grass, and I was like, ooh, is this gonna get so hot that it burns down the house? And my husband assures me it won't, but I just have to show you how much is in here. There is a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Deep. I'm going to spread it all around and mix it with some other stuff. But remember, we were doing deep bedding in there before we moved them around. We have a compost right there that we're going to be starting up and working on. But all of this lawn got done, and on the other side of the garden that got done. And so, feeling pretty good. Did something a little crazy today, this morning. I thought, well, what would the turkeys do if we let them out? So I let them out. This is a picture of what they did. And then I thought, I'm not ready to let them out just on their own. And they started to fly, you know, just short little jaunts. And so we got them back in, and they're pretty easy to get back in. Yesterday we decided to let the Rhode Island Reds and the Delawares out to roam, and they're very easy to get back in. All you have to do is call here, chick, 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 and give them treats, and boom, they were back in. So that was a good thing. But I just thought, I can't go through this whole day and have put in all of this work without at least sharing that homesteading is work, but it's the most gratifying kind of work. And you're like, well, you mowed the grass. Well, yes, I did. Oh, but in the garden, I also dug up another 20 feet, and Jim probably did another 6 or 8 feet to be able to plant the beans, green beans. So hopefully we'll finish that tomorrow and we can get our beans planted. We have the kids coming for the weekend. It is our third son's birthday, and they're coming out so that we can be with the kids and they can go bike riding. So one other thing that we're doing is we took the greenhouse cover off that we've had on the porch, and we are folding it up for just now, and we're going to move the greenhouse on the other side of the garden so that we can actually set a table out and have a deck. Hopefully get a barbecue soon. Now, I'm going to go in and get some things ready because I have one more thing I want to teach you. I'm going to talk to you about some ways to eliminate sugar. I'm not going to tell you why you need to eliminate sugar, the diseases that sugar causes, or anything like that. I had someone come to me and say to me, how do I get off sugar? So they really, really wanted to know. So I'm going to help give you some ideas so that you can get off sugar. Number one, clear out your cupboards. Get them empty from processed food. Because remember, our processed food has sugar in it. Sugar, salt, additives, MSG, all kinds of different stuff, but sugar is hidden. Ketchup, peanut butter, all of those things. And you can get all of those things without it. I have a wonderful recipe for ketchup, and I'll try to demonstrate it in the next little while to you. And it's amazing, and it has no sugar. So it's really, really great. So first thing you're going to do is clear out your cupboards so that you don't have sugar in them. Now, when you're really craving it and you go to your cupboard and you go, oh, where did I stash that that candy? I know there was candy in there. Do I stash? I do. I don't stash it, and it's actually empty today. I eat dark chocolate. 1 square of dark chocolate after my meal. Does everybody do that? No. Do you need to do that? No. For me, it has cut out feeling like I was deprived, and for my husband and I, it gives us that one little taste on our palate. Used to never be able to even stand dark chocolate. Now I can't stand sweet milk chocolate. Ugh, way sweet. So your taste buds will change as you cut them down. So that's number 2 then. When you feel like you've got to have something sweet. So I don't drink coffee, but let's say you drink coffee and you put sugar in it. Well, start putting half of the amount of sugar. When I stopped eating sugar, one of my friends said, wait a minute, you eat your oatmeal without sugar? And I'm like, yeah, hard for me to believe too, because boy, I was a spooning the sugar in person, you know, and I don't miss it at all anymore. And I have been doing this for years now. So, but I just remember her going, you in your oatmeal? So as you start cutting down, your taste buds will change. I promise you that. So like I said before, that when I make recipes, I first cut it down to half, and then I cut it down even more. So to a third or to a fourth. I'm actually cooking some apples right now. Let me just stir them real quick. There's some apples that we picked off our tree last year, and they were frozen just with cinnamon on them. And so I am cooking them up right now. Do we go without desserts? No, you're not going to completely go without a dessert, but this is what you're going to learn. Number 3, a carbohydrate and a dessert or sugar is the same. So if you want to have a slice of bread for the day or a huge thing of pasta, that may be your dessert. But if you're going to have toast in the morning, spaghetti for lunch, and a big dessert for dinner, you've had 3 desserts. So you need to realize that a carbohydrate is a carbohydrate. Do we eat carbs? Absolutely, but we eat good carbs. What is a good carb? Remember, it's our fresh fruit. I just happen to have a little mandarin orange here. Fresh fruit is sugar. Real sugar though. It's real sugar. So no, we don't want to sit and eat the whole bag of these. We want to do it in moderation, but this is the kind of sugar that we want to get. No fruit juice, just the fruit. Number 4, you want to eat your meals 5 times a day. Do you remember that we're supposed to eat a good protein, a good carbohydrate, a good fat, and vegetables every time we eat? And when you get dedicated to doing that, you will watch your body change, I promise. But you're going to have breakfast, and then you'll have a snack around 10, you'll have lunch, and then a snack around between 2 and 3, and then you'll have dinner. And your snack may just be an apple and cheese and a few nuts and some vegetable if you can, carrot sticks. That's all it needs to be. But when we keep our body eating, then we don't have those cravings. The right amount of protein will help you eliminate those cravings. And number 5, I want you to eliminate the soda pop. I know it's number 1 on my list when I talk about how to get rid of processed food, but want you to take your soda pop and put it away, and then or throw it away. And I want you to use lime or lemon in your water. Replace it with that, not with a fruit juice, not with a non-sweetened drink, but just with a lemon or lime. There's so many other things that we'll talk about, but those are the 5 things that I want you to start working on so that you can eliminate sugar from your diet, and that way you will eliminate you'll reduce down your inflammation in your body, you'll reduce your bad cholesterol, you will reduce your chances of insulin resistance leading to metabolic syndrome and diabetes, and you will feel so much better. So that is the end of my very busy day.